to do something now that we haven't gotten a chance to do in the past, which is to really, in many ways, turn this over to several very talented students. The first student that you're going to get to know is a woman named Mary Baxter. She's a student at the Community College of Philadelphia pursuing her second associate degree. She's a single mother who's been homeless during college, an artist, and one of the faces of Senator Cory Booker and Elizabeth Warren's Dignity for Incarcerated Women Act. She's also the recipient of a Right to Return Fellowship for her musical and film work. We partnered with Mary and an organization called Invisible People to make a film about Mary's story. We're going to show that film now, and then Mary and her son Rasir are going to join us for some question and answer. Mary Baxter, there are no words. I talk about her almost every day, and I think we can learn a lot from her and from her son, and so it's my great pleasure to welcome Mary and Rasir to Real College. You want to come up here?
Thanks, Sarah. Come on, Rasir. I just want to thank the Wisconsin Hope Lab, Sarah, Temple University, and all you guys for coming out and showing support and just welcoming me to this conversation and inviting me to be a part of it and contribute. I'm just so honored. Thank you. Are there any questions you might have for me today? Okay. All right, you in the back and then you, thanks. Right, unfortunately, the number of students, children or young adults that enter college from the foster care system are about 7%, so it's pretty scarce for us to even make it there. But yes, if I had that mentoring relationship, I believe that the outcome would have been tremendously different. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, sure. I do evaluation work on programs to support students like you and families like you. And what I hear a lot when I work with colleges and universities is, we know we have students with these problems that we want to help, but we don't know how to find them. And at the very end, you said, reach out to somebody, and I wanted to give you an opportunity to say more about what gave you the courage to identify yourself to someone to get the help you needed. And perhaps some leaders in here at college and universities could benefit from you sharing that knowledge with them.
I guess just going through a lot in my life. I'm 35, so I've been through a lot of trials and tribulations. So at this point, just removing my ego and just, asking for help, that's what I did. My advice to students, just swallow your pride. It's embarrassing. A lot of students don't want to share because they don't want the stigma that's associated with homelessness, the fact that you can't provide for yourself in a society where it's, individualism, be all you can be, you can do it. So it's a lot of pressure. So just inviting faculty and professors to just have a listening ear and just look for signs. I mean, that's really like the only way. Yes?
Talk to faculty and staff, I'm not sure that they know what the signs are.
Okay.
Are there some signs that you can tell them to kind of?
Sure, I can give you a few. A student that's always tired, fatigued, consistently late for class, distracted. Yeah, I think those are some key signs that you can, something's going on. Yes?
Saying that you finally were able to shed your ego. I myself, sorry everyone. I myself grew up homeless, and it definitely was there was a moment where I finally decided to accept help, and it sounds like you approached a faculty member, and that's how you were able to access resources at your school. Am I understanding that right? or did they approach you?
It was an interesting story. I was doing an internship, a practicum last spring at Norris Holmes, right behind Temple University. And one of the co-workers that I was interning with, she actually is a professor here. And she had reached out to me because she knew that I was like into film. And she had told me that Sarah had needed someone, so we had started talking. And I was looking for some examples of my work, but it was on a hard drive, and I had moved around so much. And then I just, shared that with Sarah, and the rest is history.
I guess what I was going to ask you, if you had any tips for the faculty that are in here for how they could become a person that students would want to come forward to and approach to. Because I'm really bad at giving those tips myself, so I was wondering if
I guess, just being empathetic. I know there's, hard rules that you have to follow as far as latenesses and absences, but maybe even, putting up a flyer, a resource flyer in the hall, including it on the syllabus, links, something online where it's anonymous, it's not as intrusive, and people can just click and then, find out on their own. That may help.
Hi. Hello. I'm right over here.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
And this is, you also segue to it. I do the communications and social media for the financial aid department at Houston Community College. And to take the words from Sarah, a resource is only valuable if a student knows that it exists.
Right.
And, I think we all face this challenge as student service professionals. It's like, well, we put it on social media, we put it on a website. What, in your opinion, moves someone who is suffering in silence when they see a communication? Like, what do they want to see in a communication? Is it like, it just so happened to come through at the right time, it came from the right person? What in your opinion?
I think all those are factors. I just think that, the student has to just be fed up with the situation and, put themselves in a wrong position to, ask and seek help. Even if it's not being advertised, just to go to someone that they trust. Okay, I think Rasir has something he wants to say. And then we've got one more. Oh, he wants to do a little performance for you guys, a cappella, before we leave.
I run around, I'm getting it, my church. I'm riding around, I'm getting it, my church is significant. Young ambition with the age-old flow. It's a sweet rendition, been the Aesop, yo. With the bars, no candy, brave, no dandy. Lion-hearted when it come and breaking down a plan B. Character, explanation, conflict, situation. Change your heart, elevation, resolution, transformation. I love my brown skin, my melanin. Storytellers, let them in. Knowledge is my superpower, baba yapa ching ching. Get 'em up.
It's amazing. All right, we've got one more student to introduce to you. Justice Butler is a music poet, an innovator, a film arts major, and an activist who fought her way from homelessness to the dean's list at Houston Community College. She leverages her platform to be a voice for voiceless homeless students who are suffering in silence.
Maybe a judge will turn around for me. I like to take the time and salute some of the heroes in the world. First and foremost, God. I don't know how you do it. My prayers alone should exhaust you. Yet you unselfishly watch over us day by day. Knowing our story already written as we learn our lessons on the way. Man. And as much as the police are given a bad name, to the ones that really honor the badge to protect and serve us. I place my hand to my heart, and number one finger points to you in thanks. To the soldiers that fight for our country, thank you for making me feel safe when we lay down to sleep. And to the firefighters, paramedics, doctors, nurses, medical staff that fight to keep our hearts from flatlining. Thank you to the ministers of every faith. We got to appreciate your fight to stand by and teach a religion that takes us on a stronger faith. Oh, yes. And thank you to the battered women and abused children. Thank you for your courage. It gives me courage. Don't give up. Run. Be free. To the single mothers and fathers, oh, thank you too for reminding me I too can make it and be the parent for my child I need to be. Oh yes, and to the homeless, thank you for keeping me oh so humble. I once was your neighbor, now I can give back to you. To the ones that dream, believe, and never give up, thank you for showing me I'm not alone. To poetry over music, thank you for helping me see my talent I took for granted. Wow. And to my friends, you know who you are. Thank you for believing in me when I didn't believe in myself. You see, your heroes should be who make you strong, y'all. The late heroes. Mama, miss you. Until next lifetime, rest in peace. Rest in peace. President Obama said, it's time for change. It's time for change. Let's change, y'all. My heroes. Thank you. Thank you, Philadelphia. Thank you, Temple University. Thank you. I'm so blessed to be here. I'm so honored.